Hello, everyone. I am Joni Zander. I am the leader for Team Essentially Healed, where we are just passionate about helping people with their health goals, just to really get in there and help you achieve those goals. And tonight we're going to be talking kind of a roundtable style, actually, about oils for summer fun. Right now we have Janae and Becca with us, and I thought we could brainstorm what are some of those summer activities that we might need oils for, or what things we might want to look to oils to help solve, and then what our solutions would be for those. All three of us have been using oils for quite a while and are pretty darn knowledgeable. So some of the things that I thought of to get us started would be sun care, both sunscreen and after sun care, also bug repellent and itch solutions, I guess.
Yeah, bite. I was gonna say bite.
Yeah. And also allergies. Usually in the summer we're spending a lot more time outside. Maybe we're grilling. Maybe we're getting burned.
Yeah, like burnt on stuff. I was also thinking like dehydration when we don't get enough fluids in. And I know for me to put some like lime or lemon or grapefruit in helps me drink it more. So
Yeah.
and then those headaches that come from having played all day in the elements,
Right.
sun can be so drying.
Right. We're also more active in the summer, and so we're more prone to accidents. So I'm thinking of like just your basic wounds. If we've spent most of the winter on the couch, those muscles aren't going to be so happy. Another thing is dry skin is really common in the summer. So let's start with sunscreen. What do you guys look to the oils for sunscreen ever? Or do you avoid sunscreen altogether? Or do you use a different product that maybe is not doTERRA because we don't have a sunscreen?
I would like to know an oil that we can use for a sunscreen, and I hope that corporate decides that's an important thing.
The way doTERRA works, they will think it's more important the more of us who write in. So if you want a sunscreen, go on to the doTERRA Essential Oils Facebook page or email product@doterra.com and just keep asking, keep hammering it, because I know a lot of us want sunscreen. My first line of defense for sunscreen is taking the Lifelong Vitality and helping my body process the vitamin D that's coming in from the sun. Since I've been with doTERRA, I have not burned. It just doesn't seem to be a problem because my skin has the nutrients it needs to deal with it. One of the things that I use if I need a little bit, like if I know I'm going to be out in the sun a little bit longer, I'll use fractionated coconut oil with some helichrysum and lavender in it. And that provides I'd say we don't know what the actual SPF is. I'd say it's about 10 or 15. So that provides a really nice light sunscreen that doesn't block the rays. So you're still producing vitamin D. So it just allows your skin to deal with it better.
I don't use sunscreen unless it's like, you're going to be out on the water. And then the one that I use is a physical block. So it's not great for your skin. I mean, it's zinc based and turn a little white, but it is good for your skin, but not to use regularly.
Exactly. And I do exactly the same thing. I have a mineral-based sunscreen that meets the environmental working group requirements for a good sunscreen. So that's ewg.org. That's a good place to look up and see if your sunscreen is toxic to you or if it's good to put on your skin. There are a lot of toxic sunscreens out there. That is one piece that just is, you got to be careful with that. And I will use that mineral-based sunscreen if I'm going to be out in the sun for a really long time. I use physical barriers mostly. I wear a hat. I wear a sun shirt. So REI has nice sun shirt. Duluth Trading Company, and it's lightweight. It's actually cooler for me to wear this than it is to not wear sleeves at all. So that's really nice, and I love this, and it comes in lots of different colors, and so that's what I do mostly, is just those physical barriers. So we didn't do that, and we got a little too much sun. So do you guys have recommendations for after sun care? And that's basic skincare, but with the essential oils, we can really help our help go from a mild burn to comfort and a tan.
Well, I would say that your preventative, your sunblock, would be a good one to use with the heliochrysum and the lavender and the FCO.
Yep, it is.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Lavender. We add lemon essential oil for the after. We know that it's sun sensitive to if you put it on before you go into the sun, but afterwards, really good. Also, burns on the grill, we use that Rolly. It's lavender, lemon, and helichrysum.
Well, as a kid, I spent my summers in Colorado, and I smelled like a pickle most of the summer because my aunt and grandmother used vinegar on me.
Oh.
And I never peeled, and I didn't burn.
Huh. Vinegar and water, or?
I think they just use straight vinegar, but vinegar and water probably would be best.
Interesting. I've never heard that before. Another thing, and I didn't put this on the list. So here it is. We're brainstorming, and we're like, okay, yes, another thing. Heat. You know, a lot of us don't have air conditioning, and so I just use some drops of peppermint in water, just regular filtered water, and I just spray it on my skin, and it's amazing for cooling you down. And it's also good for after sun care. If you come in and you're kind of red and a little hot, you can spray some of that on, and it will cool your skin down physically. Bug repellent.
TerraShield.
TerraShield.
It's so good. You can't say anything else because it's a really nice blend. And we use it too for after the vector has invaded.
Yes.
The bites.
It's good for both before and after. I am in Southern Oregon right now. I'm actually camped right next to a pond that is a filled-in quarry, and the mosquitoes are out and all day long. All day they're just here, and I can tell where I missed a spot. I got 2 bites in 4 days so far. I've gotten 2 bites, and it was just a spot that I missed because they're not biting where the TerraShield is.
Wow, that's a testimonial.
Yeah. Now when I get so I use the spray, and I just spray it into my hand and rub it and rub it on, because I think it goes farther that way. And when I get a new bottle of the TerraShield spray, I'll add a few drops of arborvitae. That just helps, just gives it that little extra oomph. I
bet it smells better too.
It always smells good. I think. And everyone I share that product with, they're just blown away by how good it smells. That's one of the things that I love about TerraShield. It's fun to share. Itch solutions. So we've got the TerraShield and
lavender.
Lavender, yep.
Purify.
Oh, that's a great one.
And Purify mixed in clay mask is really good for hornet or wasps stings or spider bites.
And that's bentonite clay, right?
Right.
I love that combination. The bentonite clay just sucks all the juice out and takes the sting away. It's great.
And it's almost immediate.
Yes. Totally. Yeah, those are my top itch solutions. I'm sure there are a lot of others. You can even use the peppermint spray for itches as well. I wanted to add allergies because, it's early summer and things are blooming. The Willamette Valley, July is just full of grass pollen because it's the grass seed capital of the world. You can use the Tri-Ease, but really my favorite is what I call, jokingly call the allergy shot. It's a swallow of water in a shot glass with 2 drops each of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Basic intro kit. I just sold an intro kit to one of the gals I'm camping with right now. She was complaining about allergies, and I sold it to her on Friday. And then I went away for the weekend, and I came back today, and I asked her, I'm kind of walking away. I'm like, oh, hey, how did the oils turn out? And she's like, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you, because of course she's not having problems with her allergies anymore, right? So she just loved it.
I have to say the Tri-Ease, I didn't find it as effective as the shot in previous years, but this year I started taking it earlier, and I have maintained taking it consistently, and I haven't had bad allergies. A little bit, like if I spend the whole morning out in the yard and stuff, then I'll get stuffy and red eyes, but then you take a shot and it's the remedy. But I have found that a good 30 days of that is an awesome prevention.
I just take it year round.
And I think Alita does as well. Burns.
Lavender.
Melaleuca is also good for that.
Lemon.
I'm going to put tea tree because we are moving to that name for that oil. Lemon, peppermint, or spearmint. Spearmint's an awesome.
I burned my mouth on hot coffee and put a drop of lavender on my finger and to the roof of my mouth.
I do that too.
And when I swallowed, I could feel it, the soothing going down my throat. Mm-hmm. And it was gone within 10 seconds.
I've done that too when I burnt my tongue. I'm just like, oh, lavender. I don't like the taste of it, but it works. Becca, tell us about dehydration.
Because the temperatures are rising, we're sweating so much more, so we have to up our intake of fluids. And, with all the fun drinks that come along in summer, it could be you need to not just fluids, but water. Right. And also we've noticed too that sometimes you need a good dose of salt. Like all of us that are eating really healthy, and we think we should be staying away from the salt, but having a little. We make soul water. It's Himalayan sea salt dissolved in water, just naturally dissolved. You just fill the bottom of your cup with the Himalayan salt.
So a layer.
Yeah, a layer. It doesn't need to be like a lot. Just cover it, and then you fill it up with water. If there's still salt in the bottom in the morning, you just pour it off, drink that, and then add more water until there's no more salt.
Okay.
So you've drank it, all the minerals that are in, it's infused all the water that you've taken in.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's really neat, and it's and just if it's like I will make it before I go to bed, let it sit out over the night, and then by the morning it's pretty dissolved. It tastes a little salty, but not like crazy salty. And
is this the chunks, or do you grind it?
I do the chunks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very cool. Another thing for cooling down, in the summertime, I like to take a quart of water and add 1 drop of peppermint and 3 drops of lemon, and stick that in the fridge. It actually cools you. It's actually colder with the peppermint. It's colder than the temperature of the water. Not quite sure how that works, but it's really, really.
And peppermint taken internally helps us not just cool down, but also warm up. It's about the core temperature regulation. So that's cool. You can do it in winter. You can do it in summer. What a beautiful, I'm going to do that. I've been doing the lemon I make lemonade, helping me stay cool. But I'm adding peppermint. That's great.
Yeah.
I use it a lot topically for heating up, because I'm postmenopausal and instantly postmenopausal. So my temperature regulation isn't the best because of the hormone fluctuations, and actually that's a good thing in the whole scheme of cancer and my body, but it deems we order a peppermint essential oil every month.
That's great.
It's like that, lemon and lavender, those are coming.
Right. Very good. And boy, what a great reason to be on the loyalty rewards program. Just to have those oils that you don't ever run out of, just coming every month because you go through them. Moving on to headaches, what are your favorite remedies? In the summer, we tend to have mostly heat headaches or dehydration headaches or too much activity headaches, right? Or hangovers.
Which is dehydration, basically.
Yeah. So what are your favorite remedies for these kinds of headaches?
Well, I love the past tense blend because it's peppermint, but sometimes when you're super hot like that, like the peppermint's a little much. I don't know, maybe not for others, but for me it is. So I'll tend to go to the past tense instead. And something about that blend just really helps with those. I think it helps me with my stress headaches as well as the fluid headaches.
I think it opens up the cardiovascular system in the back of your neck and allows those fluids to flow better, which is really good for headaches.
Yeah. For
heat headaches, I like the peppermint, just putting a dab of peppermint or spearmint on the hot spot really helps. And then I've mentioned this before, but it's so effective. I want to mention it again. My favorite tension headache remedy is deep blue on the shoulders to relax those shoulders, frankincense up the back of the neck. Then you do put some lavender on the front of the neck, on the throat area, because it's a natural decongestant. And then peppermint on any hot spots. Just works so well. I have been with doTERRA for, is it 7 years, Janae?
7 or 8 years now, isn't it?
Is it 8? And I have not used any pharmaceutical product at all in that amount of time. And a lot of that is due to this headache remedy. And stubbornness. I want to be able to say I haven't used a pharmaceutical product.
Part of it might be due to your lifelong vitality too.
Yes, absolutely. Let's move on to wounds. And I just wanted to remind everyone about the Correct-X. This is a great product for wound care. We have lots and lots of oils that are helpful for wounds. The tea tree is really great for wound care. I carry helichrysum with me all the time to control bleeding. But for really healing it up, the Correct-X is amazing. Use this. And do you guys have any other wound care tips or things that you use?
Well, tea tree is good for healing and germs, but I really do like the Correct-X.
Yeah, I think just straight tea tree is what I use the most.
And if you don't have tea tree, lavender or I mean, seriously, you can use just about any of our oils. These are just the top oils. Use what you have. They're, all of them have some elements of helping you heal.
When in doubt, use frankincense.
Right? Absolutely. Muscle pain. Love this stuff.
You should have the polyphenol complex in your other hand.
Oh, yes.
That stuff is amazing.
True. I use that. I use it twice daily to prevent anything. This stuff plus, the oil, gosh, you just can't beat it. And it also has helichrysum in it. So use this. Helps, because what I tell people when I share this with them is not only does it soothe your muscles and joints, but it helps the tissue heal as well. That's the big difference between this and the other stuff on the market.
And if you add a couple of drops of copaiba, it makes it even more powerful.
The blend of copaiba, turmeric, and pink pepper is wonderful. I keep
equal
a
parts
of that all the time, huh?
Equal parts?
I think so. It's been a while since I've mixed it up lately, but good stuff. And lastly, dry skin. This is definitely the season where, it's just drier. If you're lucky, if you're not in the Northeast where it's humid or in parts of Texas where it's humid.
It's been kind of humid here this month, for the last month.
So my favorite for dry skin is the Healing Hands Rose Lotion. $20. All $20 goes to Healing Hands. And this stuff, I need to order more. This stuff
do too.
Is amazing. Yeah, it is. It just is so nourishing for the skin. And it goes on so well. I know a lot of people.
It's not greasy.
Yeah, a lot of people really like the hydrating body mist with the Beautiful blend. It's not my favorite.
Well, you can spray it too.
Spray it, yeah. I happen to be one of those people who can reach every part of my back. So I actually can even do protocols on myself.
Wow.
With the what is it, Symphony of the Cells protocols. I can do those on myself.
Wow.
So that's why I like this. But yeah, you can spray the body mist and it really is lovely, and it's not greasy as well. But yeah. So.
I also really like the Doug Fir cream, the one that comes in the tub,
The body butter.
Yeah, the body butter. Very nice. And they make a lotion of the passion blend. That is, when I put that lotion on and wear that lotion around, I every time get someone to say, "Wow, you smell so good."
Yeah, now that's not available all the time, right?
Right.
Special deal.
Yep.
But you can always make your own with the unscented lotion and whatever you choose.
True.
Yep.
Thank you, ladies.
Well, thank you.
Wonderful wealth of information.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you tune in next week.